Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Notice is hereby given that a regular meeting of the Greenwood Board of Trustees will be held at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, August 13th, 2025 at the Yale McDonald Community Center located at 619 Main Street, Greenwood, Nebraska. Said meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. Board of Trustees reserves the right to adjourn to exec session for state status 84-1410. Open Meeting Act is posted in the meeting room for the public to view. Roll call. Kevin. Here. Tanya.
Here.
Mark. Here. Tom. Stephanie's absent. Consent agenda, minutes, approval of time cards, payroll, detailed reports, financials, profit loss, balance sheets. Additions or corrections?
I got a couple typos I found, but I'll correct that.
If not, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, minutes, approval of time cards, payroll, detailed reports, financials, profit loss, balance sheets with the corrections of the minutes. Kevin.
I'll second.
Roll call. Tanya.
Aye.
Mark. Aye. Don. Aye. Kevin.
Aye.
Water report. We haven't heard nothing back from the engineers for the blending station yet. Hopefully, I think hopefully by September we might have something back from the state for the engineers to get working for us. So other than that, there's the water samples in the sheet. Everything looks good according to the state. Any other questions on the water? Sheriff's report.
For the month of July, Cass County Sheriff's Office patrolled just under 66 hours in town. We answered 17 calls for service. We issued 1 citation, 6 warnings in town, but a ton of other traffic activity right in the immediate area, mostly along 6, starting to get some in the construction zones.
Any questions for the sheriff? Kevin?
No, I don't believe so. Glancing through here, see if anything's jumping out.
Any trends in the county that we should be aware of?
Usual that vandalism stuff, the traffic stuff.
On that. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too, thanks.
Maintenance report. The North clarifier is running. And he's still got the south one running too, just to have a backup for now, just in case it would go down, because we just started it up. So we won't work on the south side until right next spring. So that's what we talked about the budget too. So. Other than that, I don't know nothing else. Is there anything for help?
I did run into him, here, what was it, earlier this week, anyway. And, do you guys want me to put up that QR code on the website for stuff, or we just want to keep that on the down low for right now?
Let's give it another month.
Okay.
Then maybe the 1st of October.
1st of October? Okay.
That way it'll give everybody a chance to get used to it and for them too, you know.
Right.
So,
Okay.
might want to tell everybody what that means.
What? Just for reference, we implemented or started to implement an automated reporting system for any incidents here in town. It doesn't matter whether it's repair or stuff, and automatically sends an email so we can be a little more proactive rather than reactive to stuff. And like I said, to hold off here, but planning on getting that information out to the public here end of the month, next month, I guess.
My question with that, bringing it out to the public, is are we gonna have multiple work orders that get made then?
He can stream that over there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing, multiple,
It
yeah.
should,
Okay.
if it's going to the same address, I think he said it all ties into the same.
Yeah, my address or a GPS location, I think is what he said. So,
That's a good question. Anything else on that? Okay. Clerk's report, I guess that there's a concern of electric meter not working at 145 Pine. Alan knows about it, you'll be looking into it. Concern of a large hole at North Ash after sewer work was done at 800 North Street. Concern of a 4-foot hole after boring for the power communication line at 1730 3rd Street. Concern of a tree and flowers in the right-of-way road at 6th Ash.
is it 6th and Ash or 6th Ash Street? It'd be north, wouldn't it?
6th Ash Street?
6th Ash would be
6th Street though.
no, it's number 6
6
Ash.
Okay.
Number 6 Ash.
Oh, the address, okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that was clear.
That would be the first house, right?
Yeah.
On
Just the North Street there
the,
on
west,
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can have the clerk send a letter if it is in the right of way.
The only thing I've got about that one is I believe most of the stuff that's there are native grasses, and they're protected under the Russia State statute.
It says flowers.
Well, like I said.
Trees and flowers.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one and see.
We'll have the guys look at the other two. Planning zoning, I think there was something in there for the minute.
On the planning and zoning, I noticed in the last meeting minutes, Kevin, I think you said something about having them write up the notices or something? Or?
Or minutes?
Warnings, notifications.
Yeah, warnings and notifications and such. When we do that, can we help walk them through that since I
Yes.
think? I
I'm
think
going to
over
try and,
half that
I'm
board is
gonna,
new.
yeah, I'm gonna try and automate that too.
Okay.
Because on my projects, I'm trying to get that through, so.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now, I know there's one or two things going on that we've had complaints about, and like I said, we have to basically advise it's between planning and zoning needs to make a decision and let me know what's going on, so, to enforce it.
I just noticed that there were some new members, so if we could help walk them through that.
You actually added new members? I thought these were.
Not on this, there is recently new.
Oh,
last couple
okay,
weeks.
okay.
Anything else on planning zones? Fire and rescue.
All I got is the one, or the grass rig that got held on, just got done at the body shop. They're ready for the ambulance to go in and get fixed. We get an ambulance for the time being while it's being fixed, because he said it's gonna be 2 to 3 weeks. Insurance does cover that, but it'll be one of those things where they're probably going to, insurance is going to bill, or write check to all 3 parties, like the vehicle insurance right now. They sent a check to Gail Wilson where he's supposed to be having Chris Music, because he's the treasurer, sign it, because it has the roll board, the village, and the body shop on it, in my understanding. So everyone has to endorse it before they can cash it. But I'm waiting for him to get the check over here, because he has to have Chris. But, same thing would be with the rental fees for a squad. They will cover up to $300 a day, up to $15,000. I tried sending all this to Janet, but there was some technical something she didn't get, so it was supposed to be on this meeting. I just figured I'd bring it up now.
Yep.
But I have a copy of the invoice from Arrow's place that we had the squad remounted. They'll rent us a squad, and insurance will cover that $300 a day that they're charging up to $15,000, which isn't, we won't come close to that, so. More or less, I'm just gonna need the okay, so I can go get the squad, or the rental.
You said 2 to 3 weeks, Brad,
Yes.
$300 a day.
Yeah, it's like $6,400 or something like that.
$6,300.
Who's fixing it?
Body shop in Omaha. It's Dylan's uncle, but he does all of Omaha's. When Louisville wrecked their ambulance, he fixed theirs. He does all the emergency vehicles around here, so.
Yeah, we're getting reimbursed on something. The claim.
I agree, yeah. We just a claim coming up here later on, we just need to pay.
I'll make a motion to approve the rental ambulance not to exceed $6,500.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call. Mark?
Aye.
Don, aye. Kevin?
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
You said who?
Huh?
Tanya.
Park and Rec?
Okay, so we have a couple of updates. You should have some maps in your packets, that we can discuss. One, we have to approve for the full list of events, which was asked for. The attorney suggested that you guys approve it, the full list. I do have some updates on that, but we can go over that when we vote on it. I also did include the map to share for advertising, and then updated map for locations with some vendors not being able to come or people backing out some events. We were able to shift some things around, so we just have some updates on where we're placing some things. We've gotten a substantial amount of feedback and some people reaching out and hearing about these events in Gretna and other places. So, and specifically mentioning our social media posts. So we're glad to see that reach is happening and that people are seeing that. We do have a good number of sponsors this year. Our sponsorship number is increased from last year, which we're super excited about. We don't have the final numbers until after the event, but we're excited to see where that will be. We do have the 2 certificates of insurance that we wanted to obtain at the event. We do have those. Janet received those today, so she has those on file. And then we also, I think that we will need some additional volunteer help, just seeing kind of where things are landing for this weekend. So if any of you have any availability, are able to stop by and help us. We just had some things happen on the personal side, on some of our people, so we just need some spots. So if you guys are gonna be around at all, even if you can just show up to help fill in for volunteers so they have time to run to the restroom and get something to eat quick, that is very helpful. So we'll be around, we plan to be there starting in the morning till the activities in the park end, so just grab any of us if you see us and we can tell you where we need help. I do have some maintenance item listed on some supporting docs that we had asked. Some of them are old. We don't need the horseshoe pits painted anymore. But we did ask that the park is mowed, and I did see that they were mowing, parts of something around, I don't know exactly what it is, but somewhere around the park earlier, so I think that did get mowed. There was a big hole that was from, I believe, an old tree that did get filled in. We'll keep an eye on it and just make sure that it's not, I mean, it's been hot and it's gonna be pretty hot, so I don't think it'll be a mud hole, but we'll keep an eye on it and we'll section it off if it's an issue. I did go check on the little hole outside the men's restroom, and it does look like it's a shut off or something. So we might not be able to fill it, but I was just gonna ask if we could get like a cone or something just to place over it that day, just so that we can make sure that no one's treading on it. And then I did have a question regarding the closing of the streets. Last year, the barricades were just already put out. I didn't know if they would be out. We talked about there maybe be some barricades or some caution tape. It's kind of mixed last year, so I was just wondering when they would be out or when they would be placed. And then we can check on it and move around.
I think normally they place them on the corners, right?
Yeah,
The
the night
night before, and that
before.
way you
Okay.
can place them.
Okay.
That way they can be moved for vendors coming in or whatever, and then just go back up.
Okay, perfect. And then one of the new items, we just wanted, and this is one of the voting items that we can, so we can make sure that it's approved. We wanted to make sure that any of the materials aren't left on the corner of the streets. I think it's Broad Street.
Walnut Street.
Yes,
Walnut.
yes, yep. If there's anything still left there, that it gets sectioned off or locked off. We just don't want anyone to be encouraged to climb on things or to make any activities of something over there.
Right now, there's barricades over there, so.
Okay. And I do have some updates on the printed version of the scheduled events when we get there. And let you know there's some little things that have been changed. So we have a time change for the knocker ball event, and then on the bead and bracelet crafting, we added that it is organized by the Oxville Living Center.
Knock the ball at the time.
So it will be 10 to 2. But otherwise, all of that is current.
Any questions for Partner Rec? All right, thank you. Library.
Okay, so first of all, thank you to the board for budget meeting, really appreciated that last week. And we want to thank you for that. Couple of updates, we're holding our book fair / sale starting on Greenwood Monday, and we're going to extend it for, about through to the 29th is our plan. I was able to get, $185 today worth of tickets to raffle off for Dallas, as a fundraiser and that will just be through the library, not through the library. We're just gonna do that along with the book fair, and then, let's see. I was able to get a, continuing education grant / scholarship to $600 towards the NLA conference in October to get the CE hours to keep the library accredited. So that happened this week, and, we'll have it on the next schedule, 2 new board members that we approved that will submit to the board for next round, so. And then Haley afterwards, I have a question for you about her son.
Communications of citizens. Nobody? I'm gonna go back to the concern on the electric meter not working at 145 Pine. Alan said that, we don't have the equipment to hook up to the meter, but Deb Lansing's gonna be out here tomorrow. They will be hooking up to it.
Okay.
So, you know. Alright. Alright, old business, approve or disapprove additional plugs, full phases to be completed by complete updates on field and prior approval from village trustees, chairman at the regular board of trustees meeting on June 11th. This is the third time we've had this on the agenda. Why don't we take that off?
I don't know why we haven't. It even states in the park and rec.
I know.
You said it was completed on there.
I'm making hope when they submit this to make sure this stuff is removed under old business.
Number 2, approve or disapprove sewer projects 6th to 7th, Walnut Rod. I thought we approved that last meeting too. I was gonna wait until the new fiscal year.
Yeah, but yeah. Check on that one.
What's that?
I'll double check on that one. So. Yeah, we had no action taken at the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the sewer project between 6th and 7th, and between Walnut and Rod and the alley. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, Kevin.
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
Mark? Aye. Aye. New business, approve, disapprove claims list A.
I'll make a motion to approve claims list A.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, Tanya?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Donna and Kevin?
Aye.
Approve, disapprove new check, or new clerk, Darlene Snell, the check signing of all bank accounts for the village of Greenwood.
I'll second.
Roll call, Mark?
Aye.
Donna and Kevin?
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
Approve, disapprove full list of scheduled events with location, time, and organizations for Greenwood Fun Days on August 16th. I'll make a motion to approve the full list of schedules with 2 corrections.
I'll second that.
Hold on here.
Oh.
Schedule events with locations, times, and organizations for Greenwood Fun Days August 16th. Tanya second for that. Roll call, Don, aye. Kevin?
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Approve, disapprove, update event locations based on cancellation of certain events following more space in the park and to remove the cost and need of generators for power.
I'll make a motion to approve the updated event locations and to remove the cost and the need for the generators for power.
Did we pay you them already for the generator?
No, we didn't. We, were going to have it added to the next meeting, but then with people dropping out, we were able to
I
move
just
them
want-
back where we
Okay.
put them last year, and we just were able just to plug them right in,
All
so.
right, perfect. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call, Kevin?
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Don, aye. Approve or disapprove request of the maintenance team to fence off any construction materials still potentially stored on the streets around the park for Greenwood Fun Days on August 16th.
I need to look what's left on there.
Rock,
Just a pile of rock.
skid steer, back.
Caution tape good enough, or you want a fence?
I want to prevent prevent any children climbing on anything.
Well, they can get through the fence.
So.
We've done caution tape in the past with
Yes.
barricades, so.
Yes. So if we have barricades around them, caution tape, anything to make sure that we are communicating that it is not a play area.
That's legally taken care of for us then.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to, have the maintenance team restrict access as they see fit to the construction of trails stored on the streets, was it Walnut Street? It's just on Walnut, right?
Yeah.
Stored on Walnut Street between 4th and 5th, for Greenwood Foundation.
For a second,
I'll second.
roll call Tanya.
Aye.
Mark.
Aye.
Kevin. Approve or disapprove any maintenance needed to be completed prior to Greenwood Fund Days on August 16th that are listed in the supporting documents.
City mode.
It's already mowed today.
Mhm.
She wants to come by the hole by the restroom, men's restroom.
Yes, just to cover, I think it is some kind of shut off of some.
I think it's a shut off for the
Yeah.
water fountain.
Yeah, so, can't fill it in, but we need to come over it. And I think we're kind of planning on placing a vendor in front of that, so hopefully people aren't gonna be traveling that way, but it being a restroom that's not completely avoidable, so. If we can get a cone, at least one cone with, the barricades that are dropped off the night before.
I'll make a motion to approve any maintenance requests, and previous notes from the Park and Rec report for Greenwood Fund Day.
For a second,
I'll second.
roll call Kevin.
Aye.
Don, aye. Mark.
Aye.
Tanya.
Aye.
Board comments or questions, Kevin?
I got a phone call into Brindle and Dutton Lanson to make sure that they are on board getting all of our stuff up and operational, 100% we're supposed to be. Brindle's supposed to be calling me back, but I haven't heard anything as of right now. Especially with this meter issue, I think that's why Dutton Lanson's coming out tomorrow. Other than that, no, that's all I got right now.
Tanya?
I want to thank Teresa with the library. She's been doing a lot of work trying to get some grants and fundraisers going to help, which is great. And then the Park and Rec, thank you. Good luck this weekend. I'll be around to help if you need it. Jimmy for doing all the great mowing since there's been so much of it with all the water this year. And then our maintenance crew for taking care of things. That's all I have.
Mark?
I have nothing.
I just want to thank our maintenance team. They've been doing a wonderful job. I mean, they painted the main street, it looks good. Alan's been doing everything he can for us. It's kind of his second job, so he's been doing things at night when most people would be sleeping. So, very much appreciated. So, thank you very much.
One quick thing, I did have a comment, since they repainted stuff out here, technically, with what we have on the books right now, there's supposed to be a handicap space in front of the barn. So, that's the way it's noted in our municipal code right now, any business along here is supposed to have one in front of their facility. So I just want to get that on record, that there should be one out there.
We can look into it.
Okay.
We can adjourn at 7:28.